Imagine that you open your eyes in the morning and find yourself in a girl's body. So, what will you do first? Yes, absolutely right answer. This is the story of a girl named Mitha, who lives with her grandmother and younger sister in Itamori village. Her father is the head of this city, but he doesn't take Mitha seriously. One day, when she opens her notebook in the class, someone writes in it, "Who are you?" She doesn't understand anything after seeing Mitha. Later, her friends tells her that she was doing strange things yesterday, that she was peeing in the men's toilet yesterday. But Mitha doesn't understand anything, so she ignores them. The same night, there is a festival in the village, in which Mitha has to put rice in his mouth, chew it, and make its paste. Then, that paste is sealed and kept. Its conversion later turns into alcohol. So, this is a tradition of making alcohol from rice. Mitha has to do all these things in front of everyone. After seeing this, her classmates make fun of her. Mitha feels very embarrassed. She goes to Stein's door and shouts, "I wish to become a boy who lives in Tokyo in her next life." When she opens her eyes in the next morning, she finds herself in a boy's body. And first of all, she catches his dick. After seeing all this, that boy's father says, "Wake up early in the morning and study something. Take care of this country." But no, you have to kneel down as soon as you wake up. How did I give birth to such a fool? When Mitha goes out in that boy's body, she finds out that she is living in the body of a boy named Taki in Tokyo. Mitha feels that all this is a dream. That's why she goes to a cafe with his school friends, so that she can spend her savings. Then, she gets a reminder from his phone, in which she has to go to his work. After going to work, Mitha gets stuck there, but a sexy girl also comes there and helps Mitha. After which, Mitha also takes out the skirt of that sexy girl and helps her. Later,
When Mitha comes home, tired.
then she sees a picture of a sexy girl in Taki's mobile. After which, Mitha realizes that Taki's dick stands up after seeing that sexy girl. And about her long day, she starts writing everything in the corner of the phone. The next day,
When Taki comes back to his body,
he finds out that he was behaving very strangely yesterday, as if he was peeing in the ladies' toilet.
Then Taki and Mitha also realized that
They were not dreaming. They were really living someone else's life in someone else's body. And this body switching thing goes on. 2 to 3 times a week, they switch bodies with each other. The reason for which they don't know at all. All they know is that whenever they wake up in the morning, they switch bodies with each other. They start contacting each other with the notes in the notebook and phone. And after switching bodies, they write down the information of what they did, so that no one's life is in danger. Taki turns Mitha into a cool schoolgirl. And on the other hand, Mitha fixes Taki and sexy girls date. On the other hand, the TV inside Mitha's house. The news is going on that very soon, a meteor is going to pass near the Earth, whose view is going to be much more beautiful. Here, Taki goes on his own date. But our sexy girl notices that Taki is a little different. Sexy girl says to him, "Did you have too much mood yesterday? You look a little depressed." After his date is over, Taki tries to call Mitha, but his phone doesn't reach. Many days pass, but they don't switch bodies with each other for any reason. So for this reason, Taki goes out to find Mitha. He makes a sketch in his village and starts looking for him everywhere, but he can't find anything. He stays in a hotel to eat. That's when the uncle there says, "This is Itamori village, right? I swear, the girls there are very nice." So he takes information from the uncle and reaches that location. But there is nothing but that school building. Because 3 years ago, a piece of the meteor fell on that village, and all the people present there were killed. Even Mitha is dead. Taki doesn't understand what's going on. He just switched bodies with Mitha a few weeks ago. Sexy girl asks Taki, "This ribbon on your hand is very nice. Where did you get it from?" Taki says, "When I was traveling in the metro, a girl gave it to me." That's when Taki remembers that he once went to a shrine with Mitha's grandmother, where the liquor made from Mitha's rice is also kept. Then,
Taki reaches that location.
and he sits in that shrine and wishes, "I wish he gets a chance to meet Mitha again!" And he drinks the liquor made from Mitha's rice there, so that when he suddenly opens his eyes, he sees that he has returned to Mitha's body. And after that, he becomes a little happier.
he sees the meteor news on the TV there.
Today, that meteor is going to go near Earth. He goes and warns everyone. But apart from his 2 friends, no one listens to him. He also tries to explain to Mitha's younger sister. But she says to him, "What the hell are you talking about? And why did you go to Tokyo yesterday?" That's when Taki sees the shrine where he drank the liquor, and he starts running towards the shrine. While going towards the shrine, Taki remembers that 3 years ago, Mitha came to Tokyo to meet him. But Taki didn't even know Mitha at that time, so he couldn't recognize him. And while going, Mitha gives him her ribbon. On the other hand, Mitha gets into Taki's body. When she goes out of the shrine, she remembers that her town was destroyed and she was also dead. That's when she hears her own voice calling Mitha. And Mitha, who is in Taki's body, starts calling Taki's name. They can hear each other's voices, but they can't see each other. They both look towards the sunset. And suddenly, they come into their own bodies in front of each other. Mitha says to Taki, "I know that you have pressed my boobs." Taki says, "Do I look like a fool to do such a thing?"
Mitha says,
Okay. So if you didn't press it, how did they become 3236? Taki returns Mitha's ribbon. And he also tells her about the meteor. Taki says, before we both forget each other, let's write our names on each other's hands. Taki writes on Mitha's hand. But as soon as Mitha is writing, she disappears. As soon as Mitha disappears, Taki's memories fade. He knows that he was doing something important, but he doesn't remember what he was doing. Here, Mitha comes back in her time, and with the help of her friends, she tries to vacate the town. But it's of no use. Nobody trusts them. Now she has only one way to vacate the town. Go to her grumpy father and convince him to vacate the town. But because of all this, she forgets Taki's name. She also thinks that she is missing something important, but she doesn't remember anything. She gets very upset, and she is about to give up. When she sees her hand, and she sees that, and with a new energy, she goes to convince her father. Now we are shown a 5-year-old time scheme, where Taki has grown up and he is looking for a job. He is also a little depressed. That's why Taki finds a sexy girl. She says to him, "Do you know, once we went to Adamori village, a meteor had fallen there. But before the meteor fell, the town was vacated. That's why no one died there. That means our Mitha is alive in this timeline." One day when he is traveling in a train, then he sees Mitha in the train next to him. They both look at each other, and after getting off at the station, like crazy, they start looking for each other in the whole city. And finally, they come in front of each other and start moving forward. Our Taki can't take it anymore, and he says, "Do we know each other?" Mitha says, "Yes, maybe you pressed my boobs." And they finally talk to each other. "Can I know what your name is?" And friends, this is the end of our movie. It was a very emotional and romantic movie. And if you liked this video, then please like, share, and subscribe. I need your likes and subscribes. So thank you for watching. Bye-bye.